Hello, my name's Ben Lindley. I'm from Northampton in the UK. Just over 12 months ago, I decided that I wanted to take part in an Ironman triathlon. I'd never completed any triathlon training before, never mind taking part in a race, and I'd never tried to swim the front crawl. So there was quite a task ahead. I decided that rather than focus on a programme out of a book or a magazine, I would look for a coach, because basically I wanted to do my best. I wanted to find somebody who would push me to my max, really, and help me to achieve my potential. And so I did an online search, and that's when I found Mel on Riding to Health, and I made contact. What is it like to be coached by somebody from overseas, and if there are any difficulties, how are these overcome? I've had no issues at all. Mel's obviously resident in New Zealand and I live in the UK. Most of our coaching is done by email, and once a month we Skype as well. There has been the odd time when I've needed a bit of extra support, and because issues arise through the training programme, Mel's always on hand to provide an extra Skype session or email for support, so it's never been an issue. If you want training on a one-to-one in person, then obviously that's not going to happen with a coach that's overseas, but that's not been an issue for me. I work 24/7 shifts, so it means that no 2 days are the same. So if Mel was here anyway in the UK, it would be difficult to meet up with her on a daily basis because of that. So I haven't found that any issues at all. What is NLP and how has that benefited me? NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's a form of mental strength coaching. How has that benefited me? I don't really know where to start. I thought initially it would impact positively on my training alone, but it's actually tackled issues that I have on a personal level as well, as we all do. It's ironed quite a lot of things out, it's fair to say, which allows me to come to the training table, if you like, much more focused, and I'm ready for training. We do this once a month by Skype, and it's no different to sitting in front of somebody, in person. I've not found there to be any difference with doing the sessions online. It's still face to face. It's just, you're looking at a screen rather than somebody across the table. It's benefited me 100%. What is it like being coached by Mel? It works really, really well. Mel has a proven track record within triathlon, within her age group, and I was looking for somebody who was knowledgeable and very experienced to basically take me to the Ironman. I wanted to do my best. Mel writes me a week-by-week programme. I work shifts, so it's difficult for me to say I can do this Monday and this on Tuesday, so by sending me the programme I can choose what I do on what days, which works really well for me. It's very flexible, and we're able to talk through things quite openly. She's very, very supportive and very accessible. We email and Skype, so if there's anything that I need to feed back, and there has been lots of things along the way, there's no trouble at all in contacting her, and if there's any issues, we resolve them. It's been no problem at all. What have I learned from receiving a nutrition plan, and what have been the benefits for me? I eat mainly a vegetarian diet with some fish, but I don't eat meat. Although I've done lots of training before, it's not been within triathlon, I did have a good knowledge base when it came to nutrition, but I wasn't entirely confident. And it does go hand in hand, nutrition with NLP and the physical training. It's a bit like a jigsaw, pieces together. And in order to be successful, you have to find the balance with all three. They all complement each other. So I wasn't entirely confident that I was getting the right protein intake, but Mel is knowledgeable. There was nothing that she wasn't able to answer for me, and she wrote me a nutrition plan, and again that's tailored, and that was reviewed as we went along, and calorie intake was reviewed. It's just as important as the training program itself. Describe how the coaching services that Mel offers are different to the ones that I've read about, seen, or received in the past. I have had a handful of personal trainers in the past. I used to work out at the gym quite a lot for general fitness, but I always found them to be quite broad spectrum. They would offer a program, but it never seemed to be particularly tailored. It always seemed to run off a bit of a script, and I don't find that's the case with Mel. She's incredibly knowledgeable in the field of triathlon, which is why I chose her in the first place, so I have absolute confidence that she knows what she's talking about, and the program that she does for me is very, very tailored to my needs. I guess that's where it's different from the coaches that I've had before. And also in terms of support, she's there, I would say 24/7, but she's there every day. If there's something that I need, all I have to do is email her and she gets straight back to me. So I guess that's how it's different too, because the personal trainers I've had in the past I would meet with at the gym, and then that would be it till the following week. What are Melanie's top 3 strengths when coaching athletes? It's difficult to pick 3 because Mel has many qualities as a coach, but if I have to pick 3, the first one would be that she's incredibly knowledgeable. She has a proven track record within triathlon, and so I'm entirely confident in the programs that she writes for me. But it's not only about triathlon, she's very skilled in other sports too, and so can provide a very broad base when it comes to skill level within coaching. The second one, quality I would say that she has, she's incredibly positive, and there are going to be days during a training program when you don't want to go out and train for one reason or another. You know, it can be hard, particularly when you're looking at a training program that lasts almost a year, which is the case with the Ironman training program that I've been doing. There's never been a time when I haven't contacted Mel that she hasn't been entirely positive in her response, and that's encouraged me on the days that I've needed that, which I think is important with a coach. And the third quality, she's very, very understanding. Again, you know, life throws up all sorts of things, and although training can play a large part within our day, there are also other things that we need to juggle, such as work and families, etc. And Mellie's very understanding and accommodating of that. There's never been a time when I haven't gone to her and felt supported and felt that she's understood when I've gone to her with an issue and we've been able to work through it and resolve it. How long have I been coached by Mel? Where was I at the start of this journey? And where am I now in terms of my fitness, my goals? The Ironman training program ran for almost 12 months. It was a long haul. We started working together in August of 2013, and the Ironman was in Bolton in the UK in July 2014. When I started the training program, I had very, very limited knowledge of what was involved with triathlon as a whole, but certainly with the training program. I had an idea, but that was the extent of it. And during the course of the 12 months, Mel has been able to educate me, as well as writing the program, providing support from a nutrition angle, from a mental strength angle, from the actual physical program itself. She's been able to provide me with an absolute complete package, and it's worked really, really well. My fitness levels were quite good at the start, but now I've reached a point where I'm the fittest I've ever been. I dropped a stone in weight, which wasn't intentional. It just happened. It's kind of naturally evolved, really. and I'm the fittest I've ever been. My goals for the future, we are looking to do Challenge Wanaka in February of 2015, and we've registered for that to work as a team. So that's my next goal, will be to do the bike leg, 112 miles within the Southern Alps of South New Zealand, or South Island. And thereafter, I would look to do another Ironman in its entirety, and there's no doubt that Mel will remain as my coach.